Do you recognise this?
So what is that, ref, eh? A ball! You blind or something?
How about this?
Come on, ref, in the way!
Well, this and much worse is happening every weekend up and down the country, and the referees have decided they've simply had enough. Football, Britain's national game. There are an estimated 38,000 games up and down the country each weekend. But while there's no shortage of players wanting to partake in the beautiful game, it's the men in black who are going missing. At grassroots level, the number of referees is in constant decline, with an estimated 7,000 quitting each year due to the harassment, abuse and sometimes physical violence they're subjected to. There are now only 24,000 referees in the UK, less than ever before. This is now an area of great concern to the Football Association, who have invested £1 million into recruiting new referees. Their aim is to get 8,000 new active refs by the year 2012. This game in southwest London between Battersea Ironside and Street FC is being refereed by experienced local official Cliff Angell. In some areas of the country, up to 20% of competitive games are played without a qualified match official. If no referee is assigned, then the two teams must agree on either a coach or a spectator to run the game. So, why are so many referees quitting the game? Well, even a quick scour of the Referees Association message board reveals some of the harassment and abuse the men in the middle are subjected to. Horror stories such as the refs being punched or headbutted by parents for booking their child, young referees having to lock themselves in the change rooms after the game, or having their cars smashed up by aggrieved players are all too common. The Manchester County FA reported 42 physical attacks on its referees last season alone. Matthew McPhee, from Colchester, Essex, qualified as a referee at the age of 14, but what should have been an enjoyable way to keep fit and make a few extra quid at the weekend lasted barely a season before the hassle of refereeing got simply too much to make it worth his while. And this was only youth football. Curiously, the abuse wasn't so much from the players, but from the parents on the touchline.
Myself, I was never subjected to physical violence. At times I felt that it could probably happen. I was watching this other five-a-side game and the referee made a couple of decisions and it actually ended up with the parents brawling on the pitch.
In addition to investing significant money into the training of new referees, the aim of the Respect initiative is to reduce the abuse top officials receive, thus causing good behaviour to trickle down to the lower leagues. The FA know the situation won't change overnight, but stress this is a long-term project.
I think that's where they've got to start. They've got to start at the top because with the overexposure of football and everything, the kids watch, I think, and the adults watch it. They all watch it on the TV and then they think, I'll go and take that. What I've seen on the TV, I'm going to go and take that and, you know, implement that on the weekend. Them high-profile players can get away with that ref. I'll be able to go and get away with that ref down in the park.
Some critics have suggested that while Premier League referees are now professional, earning $90,000 a year, plus match fees, there simply aren't the incentives to referee at grassroots level. Referees in the lower reaches of the sport typically earn around £20 to £30 a game, but take into consideration the cost of travel, supplying your own boots and kit, plus the post-match paperwork, and it's not hard to see why so many are turning their back on the game.
Today was pretty tame compared to what I've had experienced in the past. Yeah, today was pretty calm.
What's the worst thing that's happened to yourself then?
Where I had a bunch of students, well, they were young players, about 17, 18. 7 or 8 of them surrounded me, basically, to attack me, basically. So.
Yeah. However, top Premier League and World Cup official Howard Webb is quick to point out the benefits of refereeing. He says that although you need a strong personality and big self-belief, the feeling when a match goes smoothly is one of great satisfaction, that you've managed 22 people for 90 minutes for a successful game of football. Webb also makes the point that if you're serious about progressing, it's an exciting career option. The odds of making it as a professional footballer are now several 100,000 to 1. But the odds of making it as a professional referee? A mere 100 to 1. If you're at least 14 years old, reasonably physically fit, and have decent eyesight, you could be just what the FA are after. Those interested in taking a referee's course should visit www.thefa.com/refereeing. Because referees, love them or hate them, the nation's favourite sport, simply cannot survive without them.